Hey YouTube, Dan Otto here, coming back with my legend run, finally, hit legend, with a couple teams here. So I started with the pairing of Escavalier and Dragonite, and it was Shadow Dragonite, and it was just, Jonkus put out a team with Escav, Shadow Dragonite, Gyarados. I ran into it a million times. It is so tough to deal with. And so I looked at the pairing, I'm like, you know what? Escav Dragonite is a great pairing. Like, Dragonite's weak to Charm, which the Steel resists on Escav. Escav is weak to Talonflame, which the Dragon resists. It's just a great combo. And then I was like, I saw this combo so much, what beats these two? And it was Jellicent. So I put Jellicent on the lead as a thing, right? Does well against Talonflame, okay against Charmers, right? So it's a nice sort of like good opening lead, which has good neutral matchups across the board. Good against Nidoqueen, right? So there's just so many good answers there. So I went with this team. I think I'm gonna show you at least one 5-0 game. I went from 27-10 to what ended up being 28, maybe 70-ish. And then I think I was just having problems with the Jellicent. I'm like, you know what? I like Escav and Dragonite. They both add good shield pressure, right? Counter, Dragon Breath. Like not shield pressure, good fast move pressure, but they don't add a lot of shield pressure, right? The Drill Run does okay, but you don't have to respect it if you don't take super effective from it. And the Dragon Crawl is the same sort of thing. Like, you don't need to respect it if you don't take super effective from it, even as a shadow. So I ended up switching out the Jellicent for multiple Pokemon. So I first switched it out for, I tried Nidoqueen, and then that didn't work because that didn't really get me the outcome that I wanted. And then I still wanted Bulk. So then I tried Umbreon, because I don't have a pure weakness to Fighter, but that's why I switched Jellicent. Trevenant. So what happened was I had a couple Trevenant leads, and then you lose the Trevenant matchup pretty handily, and then you can only use your Dragonite, which is like neutralish at best, and then Escav just gets lit up, right? So I wanted something to deal with Trevenant, so I tried Umbreon, but that still didn't get the outcome I wanted. So I'm like, you know what? It's one of those things where I eventually decided I don't care if I'm weak to Trevenant. It seemed like it was one of those things where I tried to adjust because I saw a couple Trevenants in a row, but that was actually the wrong approach. Because for the most part, I have not seen Trevenant in this Premier League, which was great. So I ended up going, I'm like, I don't want to just use Jellicent again because it still doesn't give me the pressure. I ended up going into Swampert. So you're going to see, I think this is a 5-0 match here. That will get me up to like 28 something. It's just like there's so many wall range. You can tank an Earthquake, no problem. Get a Drill Run off here. I think you actually don't take it out with a Drill Run. Yeah, and now they can hit me. So it's actually not a terrible idea to shield up the first Earthquake. The problem is like you don't want to shield up the Earthquake because then like you're going to go down and then Talonflame is going to get a bunch of energy here. So good news is I have two answers to Talonflame. So it really does not matter what I come in with. I'll let fate decide. They decide against the Trevenant. So I'm going to build up, just go for the nuke. I probably should have baited if they know I'm at 5. Because they're probably going to shield here. Yeah. And then I'm immediately going to go into this, knowing that I can take this down. I'll shield up anything, trying to take this down as low as I can. They do actually end up shadow balling. Now they come Talonflame. The good news is everything is resisted here. They can only Brave Bird me. I'm going to probably have to shield, or do I call it? I end up shielding. It is a Brave Bird, and that just, I think, cost them everything, because now they are not going to get to another move. Goodbye, all your energy. Hello. Goodbye, all your damage. Hello, my energy. Take this back-to-back moves here. There's 1, there's 2, and I just shielded up a Shadow Ball, so I'm going to get to a 3rd. So this game is over. I have way too much energy. I think this is a 5-0. To get me, yeah, so this will be a 5-0 to get me to 28 something. And then I went down a bit, and then I put in my Swampert. So you're going to see a couple matches with the Swampert. And you're going to see me get, so 2808. So back and forth for a bit, put in Shadow Swampert. Because even in bad matchups here, like, Grass is your bad matchup. Even in bad matchups here, you're never in a bad matchup with Swampert, quite honestly. Because like Earthquake still hits like a truck. Hydro Cannon hits like a truck. If you can, you're glassy, but you're not too glassy, so you can deal with it to a certain extent here. So grab 1 shield, that's fine. Worst case scenario, I get Escav on this. So I'm just gonna go Escav now, bank, the move. Hopefully I caught an Icicle Spear. I did catch an Icicle Spear, so that's good. That's a lot of energy gone. Machamp comes in. Is this going to take me out? I don't think it'll take me out. Yeah, and I can get the drill run off, which is great. So if they shield, I'll just come Dragonite and farm and come out with a superpower. If they don't shield, it's going to take them pretty low. What am I going to do here? I don't really want to take counters from Swampert. I think I still may need to come Dragonite. Yeah, just take this out. I know the Wall Rain's going to come back in. But I'm almost at an Earthquake. No, I'm at a Hydro on Swampert. I can get to a superpower here, and they come and Nidoqueen, which is interesting. So I catch, for the second time in this game, I catch a Poison Fang. So second move caught. I expect the Walrein to come back in here. I'm going to have to shield because I need to get this Earthquake off. So I will get the Earthquake off. They are likely to shield. Force me to throw a superpower. They do not shield. So now hopefully I can Dragon Breath down before they get to a move. I can. I'm almost at 2 Dragon Claws. Throw one here. I'm going to have to shield up the first Poison Fang though. And now it's just going to be a race whether I can Dragon Breath down before they can Poison Jab me down. And I think I do. Just because, yeah, so Jellicent is out. Swampert is in. Shield the Poison Fang. Dragon Breath them down for the win. Another one here. Yeah, I think this is the one where I got to good lead, good switch. So covers most of the meta that you're going to see. And this is where I got to 2981. And I thought, I am for sure going to hit Legend with this team. And then I played this morning. And the first 4 teams had Charmers on them in the back. So I lost 4 in a row. The 15, I think the 15 had a Charmer too. I think there was 5 in a row, except I won that one. And I went 1-5. And I thought, okay, I guess I'm at the point where I am. Some people are just using Fairy. Like 2 with I switched with 2 with the Trevenant. That's I guess just a coincidence. 4 to 5. That's not a coincidence. That's an issue. That is an issue. So what I ended up doing, and I'll put the 2 Pokemon on the back end after this. You build for what you're seeing. And what I was seeing was Fairies. And what I was seeing was Wall Rain to a certain extent. But so I put in my own Wall Rain. And I needed something to deal with sort of Escavs and Fighters that were still in the back. I end up calling a bait here, which is a huge call. Because now I'll be able to pretty much take this out with this. And have a move coming out because this move is important. I need to do chip damage here. Immediately come into Swampert, throw the Hydro Cannon to take this out. Oh, I guess I went down anyways, but we'll get to the Hydro, take this out. So good maneuvering around there. Actually, I didn't have to maneuver too much, but way too for the Dragonite to take that down there. So then, let's probably get to 2981. If you click the button, just admiring my win. Let's fast forward to no legendary. I have not got one yet, 2981. And then I dropped to 2930 because I went 1-4. So then you build for what you're seeing. And I've got an answer to, I don't want any fairy weaknesses. So I have no fairy weaknesses here. And I have Nidoqueen, which is just all the, so 2 pairings that basically work together. Swampert and Nidoqueen. Nidoqueen's weak to water. It's weak to ice. Trevenant, Walrein will deal with that. Both can deal with Trevenant. I'm weak to Fighter here. I'm weak to Electric here. Nidoqueen will resist both of those. So it's one of those things like you can basically, I always like balanced teams, right? 2 Pokemon that cover each other's weaknesses. This one being Nidoqueen, Walrein, and then usually a safe swap. But you don't need to play like a safe swap with that. You can just use a 3rd Pokemon as long as 2 Pokemon sort of deal with each other in the back, and then Swampert on lead here. Able to just spam Hydro Cannons, grab Shield Pressure, and then back end here, Pokemon do well as well. So I went 1-4. I was so pissed. I was at 2981. I went 1-4 to 29.36, and then I went 4-1. I'm like, I'll be back up at 29.81. Nope, 29.73. Sorry, to 29.73. And then you're gonna see how many battles are left here. A few more battles. We'll get up to 29.73, 76, somewhere in there. It was not 29.81. I was pissed because I'm like, okay, that just takes out. Well, I guess 3-2 wouldn't give me that anyways. So I would have needed a 4-1 at least. And I think this is the one where I got my 4th straight win in the... Yeah, I got to 29.76, and then I got to 4 straight wins. So this is my 4th one. I bait there. It's going to be Dynamic Punch. I can live 1 for sure. I'm going to shield though, because I'm like, you're most likely to throw that Dynamic Punch first and then bait me with the Ice Punch second. So I'm just going to shield the first one. Shield the first one, get the Earthquake off, which is great. Because now they're going to have to probably throw 2 moves. So take 1 Dynamic Punch. Now they end up switching out to Snorlax. I don't have an amazing answer for Snorlax. So I come in here. So I just throw chip damage. Again, Hydro Cannon, any neutral situation, is a beast. 50% on Snorlax, that's fine. Coming Wall Rain, I get baited back. I'm like, they're going to superpower me. Why not? Grab my last shield. I shield, they body slam, then they hit me with the superpower. So that's unfortunate. And then seeing how much this first superpower does, I was actually kind of surprised. I thought it would have done a lot more, but I guess it is a Snorlax, so I'm basically almost at 100 energy. Let's just dump some of this here. I know I can just Icicle Spear and the Poliwrath here. I don't know how much move they had, so I just wanted to take this out. And then out comes a Nidoqueen, so I throw this right away. And now I'm at a problem where my Swampert's too low. I almost cost myself the game here. Yeah, I thought I can get to a move. I'm like, they're going to have to throw, and I'm 1 short. So the good news is I force them to throw here. And now the good news is you live. So there are now, yeah, God, this is a messy game. They have 1 shield left. They're low. 1 Earth Power does not take me out. I have to bait here. And they do not call the bait. They end up shielding. And now I just outpace to the move. Poison Fang is not going to take me out. Maybe it would have taken me out from this range, but I get to the move. Take them out. 4-0, 29.76. Will hit Legend with this win. I have to play game 5. I was hoping to go 5-0, but you're going to see it on 2 times speed because I just get completely hard countered. So yeah, 29.76. So lost lead. Come in here. Lose switch. Throw the Earthquake. It's on 2 times speed because there's no point of watching this entire thing just to see me get hard counter all the way through. So throw the Earthquake. Hopefully I can get to an Icicle Spear. I can't for some reason. I guess I do not have good IVs. Oh, I do have good IVs. I don't know why I didn't get to it and others do. So I come back in here knowing that my Swampert's useless. Nidoqueen's going to have to run this for me. So I'm just like, let's just let this go. Hopefully I can just farm down the entire way. Just short, which is too bad because now I'll shield because I can get 2 Hydros off on a Shadow Dragonite. Shadow thing will do 50%. So let's just double do this here. Take this down to the 1 shield. Do 50% damage here. They will shield this up. Hopefully my Nidoqueen can sweep whatever in the back. And you can't sweep when it's a poison. Poison Ghost. So no shot here. I have nothing I can throw. I need to bait here and then throw, but it does not matter. Game, hard counter loss. 4-1, Legend. Finally, this is the latest I've ever been in a season since season 3 that I had not hit Legend yet. There's only 2 weeks left. So really, really slow for me to get it. My worst win percentage probably since early on. I think I probably had a better win percentage too, even in those seasons. Yeah, I will get the 4-1. I will get no Legendary. I just got my Pika Libre. It is not shiny for my... What season are we in? My 9th Pika Libre? My 10th Pika Libre? 9th or 10th Pika Libre. No shinies. No legendaries this season. Frustrating as all. It's frustrating. Let's just call it. It's frustrating. Very frustrating season. Glad I hit Legend. 2 weeks left. And now my focus switches to regionals. Because Toronto Regionals is in 2.5 weeks. I've been team building constantly. I've got an idea of what I want to bring. I I'm still trying to figure out my last couple Pokemon. I've got for sure 3 Pokemon that I'm going to bring. I've got a 4th that I'm probably going to bring, and then it's just the back 2 I'm trying to figure out still. So that is it. Thanks for watching. Glad I hit Legend. Thanks for the support. Appreciate you hit the thumbs up button. Appreciate you hit the subscribe button if you're new. And we will have some fun with the last 2 weeks. Next week, I'm going to have to go through my submission. So if you have Master League open videos, please submit them in the link below. I will showcase some of them next week because I do not have any. So I actually really appreciate it because I need to film in advance because I'm headed to Toronto from Sunday through Tuesday for a conference. So I would appreciate it if you submit any Master League videos that you have, even if it's just in this past year, season, even if it's earlier on, so I can showcase some of those. I will try to do a couple of the Element Cup, but this Element Cup is the Jupiter League. It has, you watch the video tomorrow, I go over rankings and everything, but it is just, it's dominant. So it's gonna be that plus 2 others the entire week. So you either play that or you play Open Masters. So good luck. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one.